Alright guys, so welcome back to some more Apex. Hope you're having a very good day as always. Let's talk about the upcoming legend nerfs in Season 8. When Respawn drops a new season for Apex, there's always some legend rebalancing. We get to see buffs, but we also get to see some nerfs, and Season 8 will be no different. Now thankfully we actually do have some hints and some information on upcoming legend nerfs in this game thanks to devs talking about it publicly, but I'm also going to be giving you guys some of my personal predictions as well based on the in-game stats right now, and also based on the current meta of this game, because as you guys should know, Respawn is basically making changes based on statistics and actual facts. When Respawn decides to nerf a legend, buff a legend, nerf a weapon, buff a weapon, they basically look at the in-game stats, the win rate, the pick rate, all of that kind of stuff, and that usually informs Respawn, as to what legends need to be buffed and what legends need to be nerfed. So based on that simple information right there, we could also make some guesses and predictions as to who will be nerfed in Season 8. Now before we actually get into the video, I want you guys to do one thing for me real quick, right? Who do you think currently in Apex needs to get nerfed? If you have to pick one legend in this game, what legend would you pick for Season 8 nerf? Comment right now. I read every single comment as I always say, but I'm just really interested to see what you guys think about the current meta, and if you had the power to nerf any legend in this game, who would you nerf for Season 8? So with that said, I hope you guys are ready for the video. If you do happen to enjoy, hit that sub button. I'd appreciate it so much. And also if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you don't enjoy it, leave a dislike. But let's take a look at the legend nerfs coming in Season 8. So first up, we have a legend that has been my main for the entirety of Season 7, and this is Horizon. Horizon right now is in a very good place because she basically has the highest win rate, surpassing Wraith's win rate in this game, which is insane because no legend has ever been able to surpass Wraith's win rate since I guess Apex even came out. So that just shows how effective players could really be with Horizon. And if I had to say, right, I really wouldn't say that Horizon is OP right now because I think she's very easily killable, if that makes sense, if you know how to aim and you have good aim and stuff and you know how to track. But obviously that's not how the entire player base is. Some people just simply can't outplay Horizon. And I think Respawn are gonna see these stats right now and give Horizon a second nerf when Season 8 drops. Now as I said, I think Horizon right now isn't in a bad place. Like, her abilities are not OP to me. Respawn actually just nerfed Horizon as well in the Fight Night Collection event update, so I feel like she's pretty good right now. Her ultimate is also very easy to destroy. All you have to do is you just shoot it, so I won't say she's OP. But because the stats show a different story, right, and Respawn always looks at stats and kind of make the decision based on stats, I feel like we will see a Horizon nerf in Season 8. Who knows what it will be? They might nerf her ultimate, they might increase the cooldown of her tactical once again, but I won't be shocked if we do see another Horizon nerf. Now, do you guys think Horizon needs to get a second nerf in this game, or do you think she's fine the way she is right now? Obviously, I main Horizon in Apex, so I might be a bit biased right now. So if you guys had to say, right, do you think Horizon deserves a nerf? Yes or no? What are your thoughts? Now somebody else who's actually getting a confirmed nerf in Season 8 is Wraith. And if you guys are seeing the trend right now, Respawn tends to nerf legends who have extremely high win rates. And Wraith and Horizon are the two highest legends in terms of win rate, right? So Wraith is also getting a nerf in Season 8. It's not a very big nerf, but to me it will make a very big difference. As we all know, Wraith has been basically the top legend since Apex came out. There's a reason why there's a sweaty TTV Wraith main, stereotype. It's because most Wraith players just seem to be very sweaty and very good. It's almost as if really good players just tend to gravitate to Wraith. Now I don't really think that there's much you could really do to make Wraith not one of the best legends in this game, because simply guys, her abilities are just extremely good. Respawn made a legend that was just really good. The only way to really make Wraith not a top 3 or not a top 2 legend in this game is to completely rework her, and most likely Respawn will not rework Wraith, because if they do, a huge backlash will follow. So what Respawn is doing to Wraith in Season 8 is simply adjusting her hitbox. Now similar to what Respawn did to Pathfinder's hitbox, right, Daniel Klein basically said that a similar thing is gonna take place with Wraith. They're not gonna touch Wraith's abilities anymore, because if they do, as I said, Wraith will just become way too different and she won't be as good as she needs to be. So what Respawn is gonna do, according to Daniel Klein, is simply increase the size of Wraith's hitbox, which as I said will make a big difference because Wraith already has low profile and a bigger hitbox, in my opinion, basically would just make Wraith extremely easy to kill. Now, what do you guys think about this possible Wraith nerf? Do you think that Wraith is in a good place? Do you think that Wraith still needs to be nerfed even more? I mean, I understand why Respawn wants to nerf legends that have high win rates, but I think it's almost impossible to nerf them, because if they nerf them too much, they'll kind of stray away from what they were originally intended to be. Like, I think like Wraith was intended to be a very slippery, you know, fast-paced, difficult legend to kill, just like how Gibby or Caustic were intended to be, you know, big beefy legends that can take a lot of damage. I'm also on the fence about Respawn buffing legends just because they seem to have a really high win rate. Like, that's understandable to a point, but every legend, you know, can't be average. Like, some legends most likely will just naturally be preferred in certain scenarios. So whatever Respawn decides to do in Season 8, I'm praying that it just doesn't, you know, ruin Horizon and ruin Wraith, and they're still going to be very usable and effective in this game, because let's be real guys, sometimes legends that are just good are just fun to use. They're just fun to use. No one wants to see, you know, good legends nerfed into the ground. That's just not fun. I mean, look at what took place with Pathfinder. Like, Pathfinder was so fun to use, and he still is kind of good right now, but he's not what he used to be because of insane nerfs. So yeah, what do you guys think about Wraith getting nerfed as well, and do you think she even needs to be nerfed in Season 8? Gibby is also getting a nerf in Season 8, most likely, according to Daniel Klein once again, and basically what he said is that Gibby is in a really strong place right now, which is true, and he's looking at basically giving Gibby a longer delay for his gun shield to come up. Now, I hate playing against Gibbies because Gibbies are just extremely difficult to kill, especially with their gun shield and their dome, but in the same way, I could see how Gibby would hate playing against a Horizon or a Wraith. So it's kind of, you know, an interesting topic right here, but I understand why Respawn would want to nerf Gibby as well in Season 8. He's been really strong ever since Season 4 or 3, like he's really been a very, you know, top tier legend for a while. So I don't think Respawn should nerf him into the ground, because that's just not good. Like, we want to keep Gibby where he's supposed to be, but I wouldn't be upset at a very small nerf to like his gun shield or something like that. So what do you guys also think about a possible Gibby nerf in Season 8? I also forgot to mention that Gibby has the 3rd highest win rate in this game, so it basically goes Horizon, Wraith, Gibby, Lifeline, and Watson, which is really interesting because every single one of these legends except Watson will most likely get some kind of nerf in Season 8. So with that said, let's move on to Lifeline, because Lifeline actually has the 4th highest win rate in this game. Respawn hasn't really talked about nerfing Lifeline, but I think if Respawn were to nerf Lifeline in this game, what they'll do is make it so that you can't really just like spam res as much as she does right now. Because let's be real, right? If somebody is Lifeline and they're on the enemy team, you can kill their enemy like 3 or 4 times, right? But if Lifeline has a gold backpack, she could basically revive the teammates over and over and over, spam res, and to me that's kind of broken. So I feel like Respawn most likely has some kind of nerf in store for Lifeline's res in Season 8. Now, I think nerfing Lifeline is tricky, right? Because Lifeline is supposed to be a good legend for the team. Like, she's supposed to be almost invaluable really to a team. Like, she's the only healing legend in the game. So again, right, Respawn should not nerf Lifeline into the ground. She still needs to be good, she still needs to be effective, and she still needs to be a very good support legend, right? So whatever Respawn decides to do in Season 8, once again, they need to maintain Lifeline's role as a support legend and not completely make her trash like what they did with Pathfinder back in Season 5. So yeah, we'll see what they decide to do, guys. Once again, do you think Lifeline needs a nerf? Let me know. So that's it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed as always. What do you think about these upcoming legend nerfs? We have a possible Horizon nerf, a Wraith nerf, a Gibby nerf, and also a possible Lifeline nerf in Season 8. What are your thoughts? Comment right now. I read every single comment, and yeah, that's basically it for me today. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in some more Apex. Till next time.